with Birth Night Live, and as it happens broadcast in which the miracle of childbirth was somehow rendered boring. At the crucial moment itself, during which we learn that a caesarean birth looks like that scene in Jaws where they pull all the stuff out of the shark's stomach, presenter Andrew Castle's voice quaked with emotion.
What a moment. The 8th of October.
Or nausea, whatever.
What's your emotions at the moment? You've got a tear in your eye.
Yeah, it's probably a bit of placenta. Yes, for the first time, television had witnessed the live arrival of a beautiful baby boy who looked a bit like Mel Smith being woken by a 4 AM phone call. At the end of January, television stared the Grim Reaper in the face and laughed, courtesy of E4's Death Wish Live, presented by 9-year-old Disney girl Alex Zane, in which an escapologist who looked like a discarded Mitchell brother attempted to free himself from a set of handcuffs before being hanged and wound up performing an impromptu tribute to Riverdance instead. Fortunately, he turned out to be absolutely A-OK. Hey, so that's all right then. Reality has existed ever since the Big Bang 13.7 billion years ago. Reality television, on the other hand, has only been around for about 6 years, but it's already had more press coverage. Anyway, here's what happened in reality television in 2006. The year kicked off with Celebrity Big Brother, which by now feels like it took place back in 1928, but was actually only January. CBB, as idiots call it, featured a host of glittering stars, including Michael Troubles Barrymore, some kind of junior undertaker, a predatory giant, Kevin the Gerbil, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and some hair. The most shocking moment of the series came when Rula Lenska sat down and brazenly started stroking her pussy in full view of the cameras.
I've got cream all over your whiskers.
To be fair, that is a very accurate impression. I just wish they'd asked him to impersonate a dog, because it would have been hilarious watching him lick his own balls. The Apprentice, very much the Fortnum and Masons of reality shows, returned for a second time with more twatty business buggeroos, more unnecessary aerial shots of the London skyline, and more of Alan Sugar looking like a grumpy Mrs. Tickiewinkle. Look, alright, he does in my bloody head. The series boiled down to a standoff between Ruth Badger, a sort of genetic cross between Pauline Quirk and a Minotaur, and the slightly ethereal Michelle Dewberry, who finally won the job only to toss it away a few months later. Presumably she tossed it into one of these, the Amstrad Superbin 2000. At the end of May, ITV brought us X Factor Battle of the Stars, which was chiefly notable for the appearance of charmless bracken dispenser Gillian McKeith, who sang like a wolf being sick out the side of a car on its way to a tune murdering factory.
Does he love me? I wanna know. How can I tell if he loves me so?
God, if you really are what you eat, she must have eaten an entire pack of howling dogs for breakfast. One of the year's weirdest reality offerings was Channel 5's sweeping cinematic epic Alive, Back to the Andes, which paid earnest tribute to the infamous 1972 air crash in which survivors had to eat corpses to survive by getting a bunch of nano-celebrities to reenact it.
To reflect the experience of the survivors, the team will be asked to eat raw meat. A special challenge for actor and prospective Tory MP Adam Rickett, who is a vegetarian.
We know what's in this bag, and we know what it is meant to represent.
What exactly is that meat?
With any luck, it's Gillian McKeith.
The thing is, to us, this is, it's not too bad. But I think that for them, it was their best friends they were eating.
Yeah, I suppose it was. The summer saw two reality behemoths battle it out. In the red corner, Big Brother, which this year had an interesting gimmick. It was basically one long cock-up intercut with footage of people shrieking. For the first time, Big Brother seemed less like a scary authoritarian figure and more like a butter-fingered old uncle. As for the housemates themselves, they were a mix of preening bell ends,
Caesar's Palace, game's on.
Women so unthinkingly bitchy they'd slag a widow off for wearing black to her husband's funeral,
Sorry.
and the adorable old lady from Harold and Maude. In the blue corner, ITV's Love Island, which dropped the word celebrity from its title this year because most of the participants were such crashing non-entities, your best chance of spotting a face you actually recognised was to sit so close to the screen you could see your own reflection. See those fish in the background? They're more famous than him. As autumn arrived, so did the regular non-celebrity version of the X Factor, which did its level best to tick every minority box under the sun by including a sexy woman in a wheelchair. I'd push all the way to the bedroom. A pair of eerie conjoined twins who faintly resembled a pair of haunted porcelain dolls who'd just come alive on the sideboard. And this bloody thing. Fuck off! Sky stepped into the reality ring, literally, with Cirque du Celebrité, which functioned as a sort of rehab unit for people from other reality shows. It included Saeed from The Apprentice, Big Brother Uber bitch Grace, and Love Island mobile crying system Sophie Anderton, none of whom are seen here plunging to their deaths. December brought the now annual helping of the downright cartoonish I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, which is effectively Cannibal Holocaust reenacted with soap stars. This was the highlight, Dean Gaffney's live Bush Tucker trial, which he spent alternately retching, screaming and accidentally murdering hundreds of tiny bugs which nobody cares about.
We've got 2 boxes here you've got to put your hand in. Right hand in this one, left hand in this one. There is a star in there, you've got to reach for the star. Yeah, so when you're ready...
Are you telling me when?
Yeah, off you go, mate.
Look at him there, he's so bewildered they could just toss him a live baby and a bread knife and tell him he had to saw its head off, and he'd just do it. You know, trying to follow the escalating stupidity of reality shows is a bit like ascending a ladder towards some kind of surreal event horizon. Every so often you have to look down and get giddy at just how far we've come from normal. What's that, a member of Busted eating a kangaroo anus? I mean, I'm sure he's not the first boy band member to eat out an arsehole, he's just the first to do it on ITV1. Anyway, that was the year in reality. Now I'm going to do a celebratory little jig to cover up the fact that I can't think of an end line for this bit. Now, I neither know nor, quite frankly, care if you've noticed, but since the year 2000 we've been living in the future. It's all sliding doors and Bluetooth headsets and talking hover cars. Well, pretty much. Mostly, though, it's the internet which has been slaying everything in its path. The net's already slaughtered the fax machine, the traditional telephone, and the plate. Sorry, not the plate, just felt like smashing one and another one. F*** you, plates. But of course nothing seems quite as doomed as the telly itself. Why bother tuning in to watch stuff when you can download it from a torrent site or see it on YouTube? That's what the youth of today do. To this modern little sod, the television set itself seems as hopelessly antiquated as a mangle. Why does she need a machine to sit in the corner of the room barking at her anyway? She's got parents to do that, haven't you? You little lip ring wearing cow. Modern f***. You make me want to throw up. You and your youth, hope you enjoy it. It'll all go wrong, mark my words, it always does. Enjoy your YouTube while it lasts, you The way things are going, you'll probably be able to watch things on the soles of your shoes before long, and for no reason at all. But that kind of seamless integration is still years away, so in the meantime, what did telly do? Well, it desperately pretended it was as democratic and as user-driven as the internet, patronising the viewer half to death in the process.
Here's Philip Dean's report that he sent in to Your News.
This is one of the cycle lanes I use regularly in West London.
Yes, today everyone's a citizen journalist and the news actively begs for your input.
If you send your story to our website and we use it on air, we'll pay you at least £100.
Not everyone's happy about it, though.
In the meantime, it's all available again on the website, along with our editor's pathetic pleas for you to send some of us your old bits of home movie and the like, so we can become the BBC's version of Animals Do the Funniest Things. Good night.
And it's not just clips. For some reason, modern news services like Sky News are weirdly interested in getting you to spill your opinions, no matter what those opinions might be.
We have a capital city that is full of Islamics and other terrorists sitting in London on our benefit, and we have a case where we watch Nick Griffin being persecuted, some might say, because he dares to say that Islam is dangerous, and yet we see all the time people coming
Well, sweeping generalisations, Elizabeth, are dangerous, aren't they?
I don't know, maybe I'm alone in this, but when I watch the news, I want to see a qualified, well-informed journalist telling me what's going on, not some common or garden f***so blaring their ignorant opinion at me. If I wanted that, I'd shout into a mirror, wouldn't I? Yeah, I would. What do you think about it? I think we should send them all back. That's funny, so do I. Some shows went even further, inviting viewers to, well, make the entire show for them. Take this, totally viral, proof that anything that might seem dimly amusing when viewed on the internet magically becomes a steaming pixelated shit heap the moment it transfers to proper telly. Yes, in 2006, the line between TV and the internet blurred into insignificance. All we need to do now is work on the line between TV, the internet and the sandwich toaster, and we're really in business. Now here's writer and actor Mark Gatiss with a tribute to Nigel Neal, who died this year.